I'll tell you why. I am Professor of Music Industries Innovation at Birmingham City University, and I've studied radio for the last 14 years and radio online. And before that, I worked in the radio industry for 15 years, and I've been a radio presenter, radio producer, radio da-da-da-da. And I'm not a hacker, and I wasn't here to hack. I was here to do a talk yesterday for 15 minutes about music as a tool for social change, which one or two of you, I think, caught. But a challenge came up that I couldn't resist, and I don't know how to make things with code. I'm not a programmer or anything like that. And so I said, look, if anybody wants to tackle that challenge, I'm around and I've got things to say about it that could be useful. But of course, people wanted to make really cool, funky things with code, rather than the problem that was presented was essentially solve radio for music. And I thought that was really exciting. And I was hanging around. I thought, oh, screw it, I'm just going to do it myself and see what I can do. And I'll write a document with some ideas on it, how we can do this. And Jedediah, who's just over here, he said, well, I've kind of finished my thing, or to a point where I'm happy with it, but do you need a designer? And I said, yes, please. So this is why this looks prettier than I could possibly make it. But what we came up with was Radiatr. So welcome to Radiatr. Our hack challenge was to develop an alternative to radio that allows independent labels and artists to promote their music to the public. Radio's long been music's best friend. In fact, they've been in a symbiotic relationship from very early on in the shared histories of recording and broadcasting technology. Radio is music's best promotional tool. The presenters and programmers provide the basis for taste formation. And radio's propelled music to heights of success by championing songs and artists. Unfortunately, there are only so many channels and hours in the day. There are corporate and commercial interests at stake, and it's incredibly conservative in its approaches to music selection, by and large. But it is possible to achieve some of those same sorts of ends without the same sorts of restrictions. And that's what we've set out to prototype here. So Radiatr is radio in much the same way that an iPhone 5 is a telephone, that Amazon is a bookshop, and that Evernote is a jotter pad. In other words, it achieves more or less the same thing, but instead of that being the whole story, it's just the tip of the iceberg. So I'll talk you through some of the basics. So imagine a chat room, and we've used sort of Thatcher-era IRC as our kind of framework for this. But you understand chat rooms, people talk, there are moderators, people have privileges, other people can just participate. So imagine a chat room, except it's run by DJs. And each chat room is a channel. The DJ plays you music, you can listen to that music. You can do other stuff too, like find out about the artist, buy the track, share it with your friends, high-five the DJ when they play a great song, or we've got a boo button as well, and that's for the DJ, if they choose a song that you think is crap. But importantly, like radio, you can just put it on and leave it on. It'll run in the background all day if you want it to. But like any chat room, you can also join in the conversation. And you can have your say. You can talk to the DJ, you can talk to your fellow listeners. Actually, so far, so ordinary. We wanted to be a little bit more ambitious than that. So if you're the moderator of the channel, you get to have a turn picking the tunes and presenting the show. And there's an important button here, which you might notice, which is in red. You can play anything you like. The tunes play from the central server, but if you're queuing up a track that we don't yet have, it uploads behind the scenes to the central server so that it can be smoothly delivered to listeners while they're listening. And you get kudos and recognition as a tastemaker as people appreciate the choices that you make and enjoy your presentation. You're championing the songs you love and want to share with each other, share with other people, and this does not go unrewarded. Now, again, note the hold to talk button, which we think is key to this, which means you're not just playing tunes to other people, you're going, check this out, here are the things that I really like about the song, you're going to love it, it's a tune by, etc., etc. It has that kind of radiophonic quality to it. But this is the clever bit, we think. There's a web interface for independent record labels and artists, and anyone can promo to any DJ in Radiatr. While DJs can play whatever they want, they're incentivized to champion the music that they've been sent via the label and artist interface. So during an initial promo period, they take a share of sales that they directly cause by playing the tracks and talking about them. Label or artist membership means that you get the chance to select DJs that are relevant to your music scene who have proven influence and taste-making credentials, and who are predisposed to liking and wanting to support your kind of releases. There are tiers of paid promo support. Big record companies will be able to send to large numbers of DJs through the site, but even the smallest independent artist will have access to key and influential DJs whose community kudos is built around their curation skills. So you can search on a tag, you can find the DJs that match your search criteria, you can tick the ones that you can promo to, and you get a limited number, or you can pay for more, and you can send promo. It will go to them as a direct download, it will go to the server so it can be streamed on the site, they can play the song, they can talk about it, they can earn from when people buy it, when they play it. But the flip side is, they're not going to play things that people don't like because there is that reputation system built into it. In this way, Radiatr provides audiences with music that they love, recommended to them by people that they come to know and trust. Repetition and the championing of artists builds familiarity and the chance for new favorite songs to be formed, and it can be passive in the background or completely interactive. And there's no scarcity, not of channels, not of access to promotion, not even of DJ slots. Anybody can become a DJ. You can just set up your own channel, build an audience, gain kudos, or you can participate in an existing channel, prove your knowledge, and be awarded DJ moderator status by your peers. There's lots more to this. We've got a document that we've written that kind of is available if anybody wants it. We've solved the rights payments issues, developed a commercial model with a 3-tier income stream, formulated an architecture for mobile radio presentation. We've thought about playlist reporting, community management, label engagement, incentivization and reward, as well as intrinsic and extrinsic motivations for participation and listenership. And that's Radiatr. Thanks for listening.